Welcome to Biker Movie Reviews. Today we're reviewing Await Further Instructions. Came out in 2018. You can go see it on Netflix. That's where I'm watching a lot of stuff, but I got all the other streaming services. But anyway, uh, came out in 2018. Let's go quickly over this movies. Over this movie, I have a lot of things written down for it, so I just want to go over it real quickly. Basically, guy brings his girlfriend home for the holiday. It's Christmas Day, and they're locked inside. And something pops up on the screen to wait further instructions. The instructions get a little bit crazy. They start off simple, but then quickly skyrocket to crazy things. But they're locked inside the house, so they can't get out. That's the premise of the movie. Let's get right into it. The family is racist as all hell. The guy, the main character, his girlfriend's Indian. They're a Caucasian family. It's a British. They're racist. Except the mom who just lets everything slide. But the dad, oh, the grandpa, wow, yes, super bad. The sister and her boyfriend, everybody's extremely racist. And something happens at the dinner table, which I don't understand. Why don't you be like, I'm out? Like, they say something really bad and it gets really heated. And at that point, I'm gone. I mean, if you're this bad against my girlfriend, and you can see that apparently he hasn't been back and seen his family in 3 years. I think I can understand. So after you're racist to my girlfriend, I'm gone that minute. Anyway, they stay the night, decide, oh, we're gonna leave the next morning, early the morning before anyone left. So when they go out in the morning, way early in the morning, they open the door and there's these metal kind of fiber bars that are on the screen. They can't really do anything. They're on the ring door. And my thought is, if you left as soon as that racist stuff happened the day before, you're gonna be locked inside then. But let's digress. Anyway, it's on every single window in the house. It's on every possible back door, front door, wherever there's an opening to the outside. There's these metal like bar type things, little skinny bars all beside each other. Can't get through it. I put down here that the sister is very dumb and the family's extremely racist because they said some more racist stuff. But the sister and her boyfriend. So her boyfriend is in the medical field, but he does some stuff that I just don't agree with, and I say no. The girlfriend is Indian. She works as a in an ambulance for some type of ambulance company or whatever. She's in an ambulance. Another one of my things is I hate the sister. I want her to die first. In fact, everyone should die, maybe except the mom for now, which I fully agree with. When I was right there at the beginning of the movie, everyone should die. The sister was egging on her boyfriend to be, you're the man, be manly, do something, and to pick a fight with her brother for no reason. It was very dumb. And then the next day they come down. They're trying to realize why they're trapped in there, and the father makes the main character and his girlfriend apologize. For what? Your family's racist. Why are they apologizing? Anyway, when they're apologizing, some random stuff comes on the screen, and needles drop down the chimney. Like needles drop down the chimney, and they're told to shoot up whatever that you're infected. Try this trial vaccine. The dad's like, okay, let's start doing it. And the Indian girl, the main character's girlfriend, is like, nah, these have been used. These are dirty. This is very bad for you. We shouldn't be doing this. The dad just takes one, sticks it in, and then they go around sticking each other. And like the grandfather has some adverse reaction after everybody had it, and he starts spitting up blood and he dies right there. But other than that, everybody gets it. They take. I don't understand why. And then I put that's what the grandfather gets for taking these random needles. I wanted him to die anyway. He was super racist. He was the one who started all this racist bad stuff against her, so he should have died a long time ago. I'm skipping kind of far. So they get to a point where they're trying to fight, and the dad is fighting the son and gets help from the sister's boyfriend, and then the mom just snaps and starts singing Christmas carols. That was kind of awkward to me to make them stop. Anyway, the something on the TV pops up and says one of you people is infected. Quarantine her away. Of course, it's the Indian girl. She had a cold before she got there, but they just said, "Oh, they were like, oh, who's in favor of putting her in quarantine?" And everybody just raises their hand. So anyway, they put her in the room with the dead body. They had an attic. Why wasn't the dead body in the attic? Whatever. They put her in the room with the dead body. I'm trying to go through it because I know it's gonna be quite long if I keep going into it. So the main character gets an idea to unplug the TV, just to test some theory out that maybe they can only watch it through the TV. He unplugs the TV. The sister is like, "Oh my God, he broke the telly," and they all come rushing in, and a fight starts about him unplugging the TV. They start fighting. The main people in this fight is basically the main character and the sister's boyfriend. They start fighting up the steps. Whatever, it's a fight on the steps. It goes up, and the pregnant sister is behind them, like egging him on. She gets pushed off the steps and breaks her leg, but it's like a bad break. Like you see the bone sticking out through the leg. It's kind of weird. And really, she later dies from it. She gets like septic or whatever, but the baby's still alive inside of her. Whatever, she breaks her leg. And then the TV says, and like, get information out of the sleeper agent. The dad knocks out his son, ties him up, and starts to torture him. Like, I don't understand, and I put this down in my notes. Why is the father blindly following the people on the TV? Like, there's no reason for him to blindly follow. He was like, maybe it's the government. The government is trying to keep us quarantined. Something's going on. But he's blindly following every single thing. Like, what's on the TV? What will the TV say? They'll send us a message. Everything he's blindly following. I don't get it. After the sister dies, which stops, thank goodness, stops the father from poking his own son's eye out to make him talk, which was crazy. He was going to even go that far. The mom finally gets somewhat of reality and slaps the father and tells him he needs to stop all this foolishness. It was long overdue. Probably like when he first started being racist to his girlfriend, she needed to slap her, but whatever. Anyway, the TV starts saying, I'm sorry I'm not looking at you guys. I'm trying to go through my notes here. But the TV basically says, everybody come downstairs, full quarantine effect, or all the survivors come downstairs, full quarantine effect. Scott, let me just go with the sister's boyfriend, Scott, and the main character are trying to find keys to unlock the main character's girlfriend and get him out. The mom, you see, went to the bathroom, but somehow locked herself in the bathroom, and they couldn't unlock it. I understand when you go in the bathroom, you lock the door, make sure nobody's got unlocked it, but she didn't do that. Somehow she jammed it when she was in there, and she couldn't unlock it. Anyway, this poison gas starts going into all the rooms, and it goes into the bathroom, and you see her start to like burn or eat away or whatever, and then explode. It was weird. Let's go. I just said why the mom locked her in in the bathroom. The smoke makes you explode? Question mark. So after that, they're sleeping, and then Scott tries to help the dad again, which I don't understand. He went from helping the dad in the beginning, and then when his basically his wife, the sister of the main character, um, broke her leg. The father kind of just ran off and was just hiding and locked himself in his room. And he went against him. He was like, "You didn't even help my wife. Why should I help you do anything?" And that was smart. He shouldn't have followed him from the beginning. But anyway, he starts helping the dad again to lock him up. And you see on the TV, it says sacrifice someone for the unborn child. Basically, the sister of the main character, she was pregnant, and her baby was still moving. And saw still kicking. So they were going to sacrifice one of them. That wanted to sacrifice the Indian girl because they're racist. But instead, the boyfriend of the dead sister finally realizes, fights him off, and the dad kills him with the axe and then starts chopping him. And the son, the main character, gets into a tussle with his dad, winds up choking him, and then pushes him down, and then just drops the TV on top of him, which kills him. And this is where we get near the end. We get revealed what is keeping them inside is some weird monster alien thing. And all the bars on the window are the alien. It's like this stringy metal black thing that looks kind of like bars that are just stuck together, and that's actually the alien, and it's doing all this weird stuff. When they do the alien kind of wrapping around itself to go into things and stuff, it looks like a high school project. It's not really done really well. It looks really, really cheap. And then the alien takes control over the dad, like going through his head and stands him up and makes him talk. It wants the people to worship it. If the alien just wanted to be worshipped or whatever, why didn't it just say that from the start? Why does it need to make them do all these weird things and kill each other or kill a couple of them if it wants to be worshipped? I didn't get that. That kind of confused me. And basically, it kills. The father was already dead, and the son starts talking back at it. The house is surrounded with the alien. You're not going to get out. He starts talking. He was like, "It's a parasite. It needs us. It wasn't going to kill us." Why do you think that? And in the next scene, I was correct. It trips up the girl. It gets them. It surrounds them in their ivy black web of death thing. And then the father gets up because it controls his dead body, and all you hear is thud. You don't really see what happens to him actually for the rest of the movie. The next thing after that is the alien. I don't know what to call it. It's like black wire type thing. It goes over the dead mother and eats away at her flesh or whatever, and reveals the baby in her. And then it puts a TV in front of the baby, and it says, "Hello, Ruby, worship me." And it puts up pretty lights, and the baby's like in where the stomach or the uterus would be of the mom. And it's like, "Hello, worship me." What? I was good with this movie. I was all entranced until I got to the end. The end is what threw me off. And then it goes to a pan shot of what's outside the house. And apparently it looks like the whole world's been taken over. Each house has this black alien goo stuff on it. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 just because the beginning of the movie had me in trance. I was confused about the dad, but it had me in trance. I actually thought it was some government conspiracy. I thought something was happening, or a terrorist. I was like, oh, probably a terrorist locked them up and making them do stuff. Because they keep on telling earlier in the news, on TV, you hear about terrorist attacks and things like that going on. So that's what I was thinking it was about. I was thinking it was either like some crazy government, some experiment, or terrorists. So I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5. It's on Netflix. Again, it's called Await Further Instructions. Yeah, I would go see it. I recommend it.